Minus 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. We have liftoff of Discovery on the second mission to Planet Earth research flight.
Roll program, Houston.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
To be able to see a space shuttle launch at night was amazing. I was right around 12 or 13, and just hearing the roar and seeing like the nighttime turn into daytime right in front of you and just watching it go off is like, it was a huge deal. Growing up, I used to have different posters of the planets, different science things, and because my name is Isaac, all the books I used to read were either by Isaac Asimov or Isaac Newton, which in a weird way I think really did kind of direct me toward that path of science.
Me as a kid, we were in church activities, sports. I was a Girl Scout. We were just very active, and I was always in like community service type things. So I always had that niche to like help people. I wanted people to feel better, to be happy. Growing up with such a large family, it was never a dull moment. You never run out of people that love you and support you, and everybody's just willing to be there for you. And I brag about it. I love it. In 2014, I went to a concert in Greensboro, and me and my cousin were walking back to the car, and two guys came out of like nowhere and robbed us at gunpoint. It's like time just stood still. Like it probably lasted minutes, but it felt like complete hours.
Growing up, elementary school, middle school, I was in a program that was called Academically Gifted. I spent all of middle school basically with the same group of kids, and getting into high school, it was different. I was kind of bored with some of the different things, and unfortunately, I got into using drugs and alcohol. By the time I was 16, I was shooting heroin, and I was hanging out with older people, partying more, doing heavier drugs, because I was still able to complete my schoolwork. And when I was 17 years old, my senior year, one of my really good friends overdosed and died. And I was one of the pallbearers at his funeral. Still, being so addicted to drugs, it doesn't make you really want to stop. I ended up getting a DUI right before I graduated, and that kind of changed my life.
I remember going to the grocery store, and it was just a simple fact of somebody being too close to me. And I had my first like panic attack, and I left the buggy in the store. Learning how quickly you could lose your life over things, or just how quickly it could happen, made me appreciate things more. And I went to therapy, and from then I decided, I made it this far and I want to go further, so I've got to take control. And I was just like, I'm not going to let it stop me.
Whenever I got back, it took a few years of everything getting kind of stable, and it's always been like a dream or a goal to get an engineering degree and to go back to school. So roughly 2014, 2015, thought about it, drove up to school, and just sat in the parking lot. And just started thinking to myself, just anxieties becoming overwhelming. I turned around, came back home. 2016, I did the same thing. In 2017, right around the time for registration, get out of my car, take a deep breath, and started thinking the same thing. So I just unlocked my car door, got back in, and came back home. I remember watching an interview on NASA with an astronaut named Drew Feustel, and he was talking about starting off in community college, and he talked about how he had a love for cars and how he had a love for science, and it was almost like, this guy is what I wanted to be. The perfect timing happened with me feeling good, hearing that interview, and registration was open. I got out of my car, I walked in, and they were amazing. Everything fell in place, and I was extremely happy. It was an amazing feeling to walk out of the doors and know that I took the first step. I'm studying Associate in Engineering Transfer Program and Associate in Science Transfer Program.
The occupational therapists, I just always thought like, oh my gosh, they're so smart, they're so amazing, creative. And now that I'm learning the reasons why you do it, how you do it, it just makes it all come together, and I'm understanding it now clearly that I'm in my field work and I'm actually treating patients by myself, of course with somebody supervising me, but I'm going in the room by myself. I'm introducing myself to learn about it in class and to make the connection and do it. It's like it's all came full circle.
At Rowan-Cabarrus Community College, we take education very seriously, and we have rigorous programs. And through those programs, we're giving back to the community. We're providing workers for the community. So investing in a student is really investing in your community. Finances are a barrier for students, and if we can relieve it somehow, then we're doing what we need to do.
I'm in a much better place now that I've began school. I've had my ups and downs, but the experience and the confidence that other instructors and that the faculty have given me is immeasurable. The scholarship that I received has helped me in numerous ways. Not only helps us financially, but it helps us mentally going forward and making us believe that we can accomplish things that we don't necessarily see in ourselves.
I think without the scholarship, I would have been struggling, probably failed a class without the scholarship, because I would be so focused on trying to rearrange my work schedule with my school schedule. If I did not have the scholarship, I do not think I would probably still be in the program.
The community college student needs that support. They are juggling so many things in their life, and knowing that we support them through scholarships helps them know that we believe in them. If you invest in someone, that's your best investment, right? Because that someone is going to be giving back to others.
I have great admiration for these people because they are giving back. They're giving back to students like me, who in turn want to give back to other people. And if I ever get into the position where I can give back to my community, that's what I want to do.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time to donate those funds. You had every right not to, and decided that you wanted to impact somebody else's life, which is going to allow me to impact somebody else's life. So I just want to say thank you, and that I'm so appreciative of your generosity.